Third leg hands of the Vlogmas series, pocket fours.
Pre-flop action. There is a late position limp. I raised to $15 with pocket fours. The small blind cold calls, and everyone else folds. So I am heads up in position going to the flop against the small blind.
So I actually expected to get heads up against the limper, but he folded and I'm heads up against the small blind. The small blind wasn't calling all that wide. I thought he had a lot of like mid-pocket pairs or some real strong unpaired Broadway hands, ace king, ace queen, like that. It wasn't too wide of a calling range he had out of the small.
On the flop of 8-3-3, small blind checks. I c-bet $20 with my pocket fours, and I get check raised to $50.
The check raise sizing wasn't huge, and I actually thought he would slow play eights full or trip threes. Not that I could even think of a lot of hands he would play that had a three in it, but it seemed a lot like an eight or like nines, tens. So I could get those hands to fold. I wouldn't try to get trip threes to fold, but I could get like a pair of eights, a pair of nines, a pair of tens to fold. I thought if I put in a re-raise here, he would give me a lot of credit for like aces and kings. I myself can't rep a hand with a three in it. I could have like ace three, but it's not a great idea to try to rep a hand with a three in it, but there were other hands I could rep that would get like pocket nines to fold. So I thought a big re-raise, and I could get him to fold a hand like pocket nines, pocket tens.
I put in a 3-bet. I re-raised to $130, and he thinks for a while, but eventually gives it up.
So he did think for a lot longer than I expected, but he did give it up. So I do think he had a hand like nines, tens. I don't know what else was strong enough to think for that long, but weak enough to give it up. I mean, he didn't fold eights full, he didn't fold a three, he didn't fold pocket kings if he decided not to re-raise with it free. So I think my read was good of his hand, and my read of the situation, putting in that big 3-bet. I can't imagine pocket fours were good unless he were just like saving face with ace king. I don't even think he would put in the check raise with ace king, let alone waste the time he did to try to make it look like he had a real decision. So my fours were beat, but I was able to get out of it with a bluff.
Yeah, I got it at the stadium in May.